As a closing attorney, I've watched people protect $500,000 investments with the cheapest insurance coverage they can find. Let me tell you why this is the biggest mistake you can make during closing. Let me tell you the story of Paul. So Paul bought a brand new $500,000 house, and brand new to him, not necessarily newly built. Everything was going smoothly. Got his offer accepted on the first shot. He went through inspections. The house is immaculate, perfect. Went through, applied for his mortgage, got a mortgage approval, purchased insurance for his house, and then we get to the closing table. And I'm reviewing the closing documents as part of my job is I will review the closing figures with you. While I'm reviewing them and I stop, the insurance doesn't seem right. I go, Paul, there's a $500,000 house and you paid $500 for the insurance policy? That just doesn't seem right. Something is off here. Well, I can't do anything to change it. Call your insurance agent when you leave. Paul says, okay. I hand him his keys. He goes off on his merry way. All excited. Now, Paul has followed me on social media, so I see what's going on in Paul's life. House looks gorgeous. It's all set up. And then I see him post the sewer line backed up into our basement. All my stuff is destroyed. I took it upon myself upon seeing that, and I called Paul. I go, hey, how's everything going? I saw your post. Anything I can do to help? Yeah, I want to sue the seller. They didn't tell me about this issue, and why is my insurance company not covering this? I said, Paul, we can't go after the seller. They don't have any involvement with the sewer line. I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do on that from the seller. I go, Paul, did you ever call the insurance company? Because I know we talked about it. And what did you do? Because the numbers just didn't make sense. I was like, oh, crap, I forgot. And I got busy after we closed, and I just never did it. Now, the sad reality for Paul was his basement had been his man cave. So his $15,000 pool table gone. His big screen TV was fine, but the PlayStation and video game consoles below, they got destroyed. Sofas were destroyed. He lost a lot. It ended up costing him about $50,000 in the end, right? To repair the house and replace the things that got lost or destroyed. So the lesson you should learn from Paul is, if something seems too good to be true, question it. It may be good, it may work, but if you don't question it, you just don't know. Cheap premiums equal big gaps and not savings. What do I mean by that? Is, well, when you buy cheaper insurance policies, you're not going to have some of the coverages, right? You might get standard coverages, but you won't get some of those specialties. And that's where a good insurance agent should help you. I'm sure Paul had a good insurance agent. I think he just opted to go with the cheapest policy, not understanding it. So that's the other thing. You should be sitting down with your insurance agent, getting some understanding what's in that policy, right? Ask them what's covered, what's not. I talked about sewer backup, and that's basically where the sewer line backs up into your house and it floods your basement. This is not a standard coverage. You do have to request it as an add-on. I couldn't tell you how much it is, but I know when we bought our policy, it was fairly inexpensive. With everything, I think when you're buying anything, you need to know what's included and what's not. Ask those questions, interview the insurance agent, drill them down, find out what's going on. Cutting corners, like Paul did, ends up costing you a lot of money. And and typically they show up at the worst timing. So as a closing attorney, I see tons and tons of insurance policies. I don't actually read them, but I see the numbers, so I see what makes sense. If you have questions, ask us. We're there to help you. We're by your side. And just remember, one claim can erase years of savings, right? In Paul's case, it wiped out $50,000 of savings. So don't protect your $500,000 asset with a $500 decision. I've closed thousands of transactions along with my team. the clients that ask the right questions before we close or before we sign never regret it. Be that person. Give us a call. Let us represent you on your next closing. And as always, be sure to subscribe so that you can follow us and see and learn from real life stories of our clients that made mistakes. I gotta redo that. And as always, subscribe because you can learn from real life stories. So be sure to subscribe. Every day I'll be sharing stories of my clients and the lessons that they've learned or should have learned so that you can learn them. Subscribe to our channel. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe because every day I'll be posting real life stories about our clients and the lessons that they learned from their mistakes so that you can know shit. If you found this information valuable, be sure to subscribe below. I'll be posting videos every day about real life stories of our clients' troubles and tribulations so you can learn from their lessons and avoid the heartache that comes with a stressful closing.